I left my whole family for one in particular boy that introduced me to drugs. And when I mean drugs, hardcore drugs. And I never thought I'd be selling them. I never thought I'd be stealing for them. I never thought I'd hurt my family in that way that I did, you know, for things like that, but it ended up happening. My dad abused my mom, and my mom tried to take us away from him just before anything else could happen, and I'm kind of glad that she did that. Like, I don't have a relationship with my father. I wish I did, and God's gonna mend that. I know that He will, you know, but I'm grateful that we ended up moving here. And we ended up moving here because my mom met my stepdad, and he's a pilot, so it was either stay there and let my mom suffer or come here and start a new life. I didn't know English at the time, so it was pretty hard, but I learned in a month. So, I mean, that's a blessing from God, I guess. It was pretty hard. A lot of people make fun of you, and I've had that for a long time, getting made fun of, and I wouldn't wish that upon anybody. I don't know, I had a lot of friends. I ended up having a lot of friends in high school and whatnot, and I did good in school. I did a lot of weight training, stayed out of trouble, but still did my party side. My relationship with my family wasn't very good just because I wanted to be with my friends all the time. I felt more accepted by my friends than by my family. And so when I ended up graduating high school, I went to college, and I was living at my house at the time, but I was still going to college, so basically I wasn't home very much. And that's when I got my car. So that's when everything started, you know, I started to go hard with partying. I started to not come home, to bringing drugs to the house, to just doing anything I could to stay away from my house. And it was hard. It was, I didn't think, I would have never pictured myself going through what I went through at that age. Through our weakness, He is stronger, and I know that even though I would shut the door on God, He would never really give up on me. Like, He was still there, you know, telling me, come to me. My grandma gets on the phone, and I start hearing her cry, and that's, you know, that's when it hit me, like, do I really want to hurt my grandma? Like, my grandma has breast cancer. So, you know, and when I talked to her on the phone, she said, if this is my last dying wish, I want to see you do something good. So right when she said those, she didn't even have to, like, keep talking. I just handed the phone to my mom, and I said, let's go. So we came here. They got me into the Esperanza room. What really drew my attention was the fact that you're giving all this up for God. You know what I mean? It's time for a new path. And all my life, I know that God has put in my heart that I'm going to be doing something really big. You know, I've given my life to God, and I know that He loves me unconditionally. He forgives me, and I forgave myself. Nothing can come over me, you know? So I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I feel like I'm alive again, you know, and I'm living for a purpose now, and that's to do God's will. God made every woman beautiful, and if you don't feel that way, and if you're doing drugs just to escape from that life, then, I mean, you gotta value yourself more than you value that drug, because that drug, just looking at that drug is not gonna make you happy, you know what I mean? God's the only person that has never really given up on you, and that's the best drug there is God, you know. And I don't think that high, you'll never come down from that high. And I don't know, it's just I want to feel beautiful. I want to feel like I'm needed in the world, and I know God needs me because I need to do His work. So, I mean, if you're willing to try to change, why not?